The space above the moon was very quiet. For millions of years, the only things moving there were gray rocks and silent dust. But today, the silence broke. A massive ship appeared out of nowhere. It was black and looked like a sharp knife cutting through the dark sky. It was so big that it blocked the stars behind it. This ship belonged to the Vorg collective. The Vorg were a strong and scary group of aliens. They had visited many planets. They always won. They thought they were the kings of the universe. Inside the Vorg ship, the aliens laughed. They looked at the blue planet below them. It was Earth. To them, Earth looked small and weak. "Look at them," High Speaker Zan said. Zan was the leader of the ship. He had green skin and 4 eyes. "They are primitive. They still use fire and simple rockets. This will be an easy day." The Vorg turned on a special camera. This camera sent a video signal to the whole universe. It was called the Galactic stream. Trillions of aliens on different planets were watching this show. They wanted to see the Vorg conquer a new world. The audience expected to see the humans cry. They expected to see the humans run in fear. Down on Earth, in a secret base, Alex Park sat in a big chair. Alex was the commander of the United Earth Space Defense. He was a tall man with black hair and a calm face. He looked at the big screen in front of him. The black ship was on the screen. Alex held a cup of hot coffee. He took a slow sip. He was not shaking. He was not scared. He was actually a little bit annoyed. It was very early in the morning, and he had not finished his breakfast. Beside him sat Luna Kim. Luna was the communications officer. She was young and very smart. She wore big headphones over her ears. Her fingers moved fast across her computer keyboard. "Commander," Luna said. Her voice was clear. "They are hacking our satellites. They want to talk to us." Alex looked at her. "Let them talk," Alex said. "But keep our defense systems ready. Do not shoot yet. I want to hear what they have to say." In the past, when aliens came to other planets, those planets shot immediately or begged for mercy. But Alex did neither. He just watched. Suddenly, every screen on Earth changed. Phones, computers, and TVs in every city showed the face of High Speaker Zan. The signal was so strong it went everywhere. "People of Earth," Zan's voice boomed. It sounded like thunder. "I am High Speaker Zan of the Vorg Collective. Look at the sky. We are here. Your technology is nothing compared to us. You cannot win. You have 2 choices. Surrender now and serve us, or die. You have 1 hour." On the Galactic stream, the watching aliens laughed. "Look at the monkeys," one alien wrote on the chat. "They are shaking." Another wrote. They thought the humans were finished. But inside the Earth base, Luna pressed a button on her headset. She was listening closely to the alien language. She was an expert at learning new languages. She turned to Alex. She did not look scared. She looked like she was trying not to laugh. "Commander," Luna whispered. "I found a translation error." Alex raised an eyebrow. "An error?" "Yes," Luna said. "When he said surrender or die, he used the wrong word for die. He used a word that means sleep. Also, he is reading from a script. I can hear papers rustling in the background. They have done this speech 1,000 times. They are not even looking at our data." Alex smiled a little bit. "So, they are arrogant. They think we are stupid. They think we are insects," Luna said. They did not even scan our defense properly. Their shield frequency is low. They are not ready for a real fight. High Speaker Zan waited for an answer on his ship. He expected the humans to say please don't hurt us. But there was only silence. The earth was quiet. This made Zan angry. Why do they not answer? Zan shouted. Shoot them. Shoot a small warning shot. Destroy their metal moon toy. The Vorg ship aimed a laser at an old, broken weather satellite that was floating near Earth. They fired. A bright red beam shot out. The satellite exploded into dust. Now answer me, Zan yelled. In the base, the lights flashed red. A robotic voice said, warning. Attack detected. Alex Park stood up. He put his coffee cup down on the table. He walked to the main microphone. He looked at David Lee, who was sitting at the weapons control station. David, target their engines, Alex said calmly. But do not fire. Just target them. David typed fast. Target locked, sir. They are not moving their shields. It would be an easy hit. Good, Alex said. He pressed the button to speak to the alien ship. His voice went through the hack satellites and up to the Vorg ship. The whole universe listened. This is Commander Alex Park of Earth, Alex said. His voice was cold and hard. We heard your demand. We noticed your grammar mistake. You should learn to speak our language better before you threaten us. The Galactic stream chat stopped. The aliens watching were confused. Did the human just insult the Vorg? Alex continued, you destroyed one of our old satellites. That was rude. We do not want to surrender. We do not want to join your club. If you fire one more shot at our planet, we will not talk anymore. We will dismantle your ship and use it for scrap metal. Do you understand? On the Vorg ship, High Speaker Zan stood still. His 4 eyes opened wide. No one had ever spoken to him like that. A primitive planet threatening him. Luna looked at Alex and smiled. Sir, I think we surprised them. I hope so, Alex said. Now, let us see if they are brave enough to shoot again, or smart enough to leave. The entire universe watched in astonishment. The humans were not begging. They were not running. The human called Alex Park was acting like he was the one in charge. The silence of space returned, but this time, it was filled with tension. The game had changed. High Speaker Zan stood on the bridge of his massive ship. His green skin turned a darker shade, which showed how angry he was. He could not believe the words he had just heard. The human, Commander Alex Park, had threatened him. The Vorg Collective was the strongest power in the galaxy. They had destroyed thousands of civilizations. They had never heard a primitive species talk back with such confidence. Insolent worms! Zan shouted. He hit his hand on the metal console. Do they know who I am? Do they know what we can do? The other aliens on the bridge were scared. They looked at their screens. High Speaker, one officer said quietly. The galactic stream is very active. The whole universe is watching. Many are confused. They are asking why the humans are not afraid. Zan narrowed his 4 eyes. I will show them why they should be afraid. I will not just talk. I will attack. I will destroy their cities one by one until they beg. Zan turned to his weapons officer. Launch a full spread of missiles, he ordered. Target their major cities. Do not use the main cannon yet. I want them to see the missiles coming. I want them to feel terror before they die. Sir, the officer hesitated. Our sensors detect energy readings from the planet. It might be a trap. It is not a trap. Zan screamed. They are primitive. They are hiding behind words because they have no weapons. Fire now. Outside the Vorg ship, the bay doors opened. Hundreds of long, silver missiles dropped out. Their engines lit up with blue fire. They swarmed like a school of angry fish, flying down toward Earth. It was a terrifying sight. The smoke trails from the missiles filled the space around the blue planet. Inside the United Earth Space Defense Base, the red alarms were loud. "Commander!" David Lee shouted. His voice was urgent. "Multiple contacts. They have launched 500 missiles. Targeting major population centers. New York, London, Seoul, Tokyo, they are all targeted. Impact in 3 minutes. Alex Park stood in the middle of the room. He did not move. He watched the screen where the dots representing the missiles moved closer to Earth. The room was chaotic. People were running, typing, and shouting. But Alex was the eye of the storm. He was perfectly calm. Luna Kim typed faster than ever. "The galactic stream is going crazy," she said. "The aliens watching think this is the end. They are saying goodbye to Earth. The odds are 1 trillion to 1 that we survive." Alex looked at her. "Do we have the tracking data?" "Yes," Luna said. "I have their shield frequency." "David found it?" David Lee looked up from his station. He pushed his glasses up his nose. "Commander, it is exactly as we thought. Their shields are designed to stop energy weapons, lasers and plasma. But they have a small gap every 4.2 seconds to vent heat. That is when they are weak." "Can we shoot them down?" Alex asked. "Not with standard missiles," David said. "They will just shoot our missiles down. But we have the new gravity traps. Dr. Kim's team finished them last month." Alex nodded. "Good. Luna, patch me into the Vorg ship again. Do not let them hang up." "Ready," she said. Alex looked at the screen. The missiles were getting closer. They looked like rain falling from the sky. Any normal person would be crying or praying. But Alex just spoke into the microphone. His voice was broadcast to the Vorg ship and the whole universe. "Hi speakers, Anne," Alex said. "You made a mistake. You are using an old script. You think we are weak because we do not have big ships like you. But we have something better. We have brains." Up on the Vorg ship, Zan laughed. "Your brains cannot stop our missiles. Watch your world burn." "Watch the sky," Alex replied calmly. "Luna, activate the gravity traps. Now." Luna pressed a single, large red button on her console. On the surface of Earth, in hidden locations all over the world, strange towers rose from the ground. They looked like metal pillars. They hummed with a deep sound that vibrated in the air. These were not weapons. They were gravity generators. The humans had learned to control gravity in small areas. A wave of invisible energy shot out from Earth. It moved fast, faster than the missiles. It hit the incoming swarm of Vorg missiles. Suddenly, 500 missiles stopped in mid-air. It looked like magic. 1 second, the missiles were falling like fire. The next second, they were frozen in space, hanging silently above the atmosphere. The blue flames of their engines still burned, pushing hard, but they did not move forward. They were trapped in a bubble of heavy gravity. On the galactic stream, the chat stopped completely. No one typed. No one spoke. Trillions of aliens were staring at their screens. They could not understand what they were seeing. A gravity well, an alien commentator whispered. In the atmosphere that is impossible. The energy required, it would destroy the planet. On the Vorg bridge, Zan stood up. His mouth was open. What is this? Why did they stop? Shoot them. Shoot them with lasers. The lasers cannot penetrate the gravity field, the weapons officer said, his voice shaking. The gravity is bending the light. Alex Park spoke again. His voice was cold. We caught your toys, Zan. We studied your tech while you were busy threatening us. We know your shields are weak. We know your weapons are old. You are not fighting a primitive planet. You are fighting humanity. And we do not lose. David, Alex said. Disable them. Don't let them explode. Just turn them off. David typed a command. The gravity generators pulsed again. The invisible field crushed the electronic circuits inside the Vorg missiles. The blue engines flickered and died. One by one, the missiles turned into harmless pieces of metal. Then, the gravity released. The metal rained down on Earth, but it was just scrap now. It burned up in the atmosphere like shooting stars. The threat was over. High Speaker Zan sat back in his chair. He felt cold for the first time in his life. These humans had stopped his best missiles without firing a single shot of their own. They used technology that the Vorg did not understand. How? Zan whispered. They are only tier 0. They should be living in caves. Luna Kim looked at Alex. She smiled. Sir, the galaxy is watching. I think they are afraid of us now. Alex took a sip of his cold coffee. Good, he said. Maybe now they will listen. The silence on the bridge of the Vorg ship was heavy. High Speaker Zan stared at the main screen. He watched the replay of the human defense system stopping his missiles. It did not make sense. In all his years of conquering worlds, he had never seen a species with such control over gravity. It was technology that only the oldest and most advanced races possessed. To see it on a young planet like Earth was terrifying. But Zan was not a quitter. He was the leader of the Vorg collective. He had a reputation to keep. The whole universe was watching. If he ran away now, the Vorg would look weak. He had to find another way to win. He realized that while the humans had good tricks with gravity, they had no big warships. They only had small satellites and ground-based weapons. Commander, Zan said to his tactical officer. Our missiles failed because they are machines. Machines can be hacked or trapped. We need boots on the ground. We need to take the planet the old-fashioned way. You mean a ground invasion, sir? The officer asked. Yes, Zan said. Prepare the drop ships. Send the 7th Legion. They are the strongest warriors we have. We will land in their major cities. We will capture their leaders and force them to surrender. Zan looked at the Galactic stream camera. The humans may have stopped our bombs, but can they stop our soldiers? Let us see how well they fight face to face. Back on Earth, in the command center, alarms started to ring again. Commander Alex Park, Luna Kim said. Her voice was serious. The Vorg ship is changing formation. They are launching drop ships. Lots of them. Alex stood up and walked to the large map of the world. Red dots appeared on the screen. Where are they landing? David Lee checked the data. They are targeting the biggest cities. New York, London, Paris, Seoul, Shanghai, and Tokyo. They want to hit us where the people are. They want to create panic. Alex nodded. He looked at the soldiers in the room. Okay. Listen to me. We do not need to panic. These aliens rely on their shields and their laser guns. But we have prepared for this. Alex turned to the communications officer. Send a message to all ground units. Operation Steel Rain is a go. Tell them to welcome our guests. In the city of Seoul, the sky turned dark as hundreds of Vorg dropships screamed down from the clouds. They were large, round ships that hovered just above the streets. They landed with a loud thud, crushing cars and breaking the roads. The doors of the ships opened. Smoke came out. From the smoke walked the Vorg soldiers. They were tall, standing over 7 feet high. They wore thick, silver armor that covered their whole bodies. They carried large energy rifles. They looked like walking tanks. The people on the street ran away, screaming. The Vorg soldiers laughed. They raised their weapons and fired at the buildings. The lasers melted concrete and glass. It looked like a scene from a nightmare. But then, a single gunshot rang out. It was not a laser. It was a loud bang. The lead Vorg soldier fell down. A hole was in his chest plate. The other Vorg soldiers stopped. They looked for the attacker. Their sensors were confused. The shot came from a simple metal rifle, not a high-tech weapon. From behind a damaged bus, a man stood up. It was Jason Choi. He was a Special Forces operative for the United Earth Defense. He held a large, black gun. It was a railgun, a magnetic accelerator. Target locked, Jason whispered to his team. Fire! Jason's team members, who were hiding on rooftops and in alleyways, opened fire. They did not use energy weapons. They used kinetic weapons, bullets that moved at incredible speeds. The Vorg had strong shields. Their armor was designed to stop heat and laser blasts. But the Vorg had forgotten about simple physics. Their shields could stop a laser beam, but they could not stop a solid piece of metal moving 5 times the speed of sound. The human bullets hit the Vorg armor with massive force. The shields flared and died instantly. The bullets tore through the metal plating like paper. The mighty Vorg warriors, who were feared across the galaxy, started to fall one by one. What is happening? The Vorg commander on the ground shouted. Why are my shields failing? Their weapons. A soldier yelled. They are solid projectiles. We cannot stop them with our standard shielding. The Vorg tried to shoot back, but the humans were fast. They did not stand in the open like in the movies. They moved from cover to cover. They used the city like a playground. They knew the streets better than any alien could. In New York, the same story was happening. The Vorg dropped into Times Square. They expected to find a scared crowd. Instead, they found the police force and the National Guard waiting for them. The humans used tanks, but these tanks fired tungsten rods that went straight through the Vorg dropships, causing them to explode. Up in space, Luna Kim watched the live feeds from the cities. She smiled. Commander, look at the ground troops. They are struggling. They are not used to enemies that use kinetic force. Alex Park watched the screen with pride. The galaxy thinks high-tech is the only way to fight. But humans, we have been fighting with sticks and stones for thousands of years. We know how to hurt things. We are creative. On the Galactic stream, the chat was exploding. The alien audience was shocked. Did you see that one alien wrote? The Vorg armor is useless. How can a primitive planet have railguns? Another asked. That technology requires advanced magnetic science. They are fighting like animals, a third alien commented. But they are winning. On the Vorg mother ship, High Speaker Zan was gripping his chair so hard that his claws were digging into the metal. He could not believe his eyes. His 7th Legion, the best fighters in the collective, was being defeated by humans running around with guns. The humans had no armor, no shields, and no laser swords. They just had tactics and courage. Call them back. Zan ordered. Call all troops back to the ships. But sir, the pilot said. If we open the ship doors to pick them up, the humans will shoot our ships. We must retreat. Zan roared. This planet is a trap. On the ground in Seoul, Jason Choi reloaded his gun. He looked at the remaining Borg soldiers. They were running back to their dropships in panic. They were not marching like conquerors anymore. They were running like scared children. Let them go, Jason said into his radio. Let them tell their boss what happened here. The Vorg ships lifted off quickly, leaving many of their dead soldiers behind. The smoke cleared over the city. The humans walked out of their hiding spots. They were tired, but they were not beaten. In the command center, Alex Park took a deep breath. Part 1 is over. They underestimated us on the ground, and they paid for it. Luna looked at him. Sir, they are regrouping in orbit. They look angry. They are always angry, Alex said. But now they know. They know we are not just ants. We are the species that bites back. The Vorg ship floated silently in the darkness of space. High Speaker Zan paced back and forth on the bridge. He was angry, but he was also scared. His mighty soldiers had been defeated on the ground. The humans had used simple bullets to destroy his best warriors. The galactic stream was full of jokes about the Vorg. Zan had to do something to show the universe that he was still in control. He looked at his science officer. They have shields against missiles and bullets, Zan said. But they are biological creatures. They are soft. They have weak bodies. We will not attack their ships. We will attack their life. Zan walked to a large glass tube in the center of the room. Inside the tube was a green gas. It glowed with a faint light. Release the spore cloud, Zan ordered. This gas is designed to kill all living things. It is harmless to machines, so we can keep the cities for ourselves later. The humans cannot fight what they cannot see. The Vorg ship opened its vents. They did not fire lasers or missiles. Instead, they released a massive cloud of green gas. It drifted down toward Earth, slowly covering the blue planet. It looked like a poisonous fog. Inside the Earth Command Center, the alarms started to wail again. Commander Alex Park. David Lee shouted. The ship is releasing some kind of gas. It is spreading over the atmosphere. It is covering North America, Europe, and Asia. Alex looked at the screen. The green mist was beautiful, but deadly. Is it a chemical weapon? Yes, Luna Kim said. She was analyzing the data. It is a biological agent. It is designed to attack the lungs and the nervous system. It is very fast. Get the gas masks, Alex ordered. Tell everyone to put on masks. We can't reach everyone in time, Luna said. Billions of people are outside. They will breathe it in within minutes. The Galactic Stream audience watched with sad eyes. They had seen this before. The Vorg used this gas often. It was cruel. The humans had fought well, but biology was stronger than courage. The aliens watching thought this was the end. They thought the human story would finish in silence. On the streets of New York, People looked up at the green sky. Some screamed, others closed their eyes. They waited for the end. The gas slowly drifted down to the ground. It touched the tops of the skyscrapers. It moved through the streets. A young woman sat on a bench in the park. She did not have a mask. She took a deep breath and held it. The gas surrounded her. She coughed once. Then she coughed again. She waited for the pain to start. But nothing happened. She coughed a third time to clear her throat. She looked around. The birds were still flying. The dogs were still barking. She took another breath. The air tasted a little bit like metal and mint, but it did not kill her. Inside the Vorg ship, High Speaker Zan watched the camera feeds. "Why are they not dying?" he asked. "The sensors show the gas has reached the surface. They should be on the ground." They are still moving," the tactical officer said, sounding confused. "They are breathing the gas." In the command center, Luna Kim started to laugh. It was a quiet laugh at first, but then it got louder. She spun her chair around to face Alex. "Commander," she said, smiling. "I know why it is not working." "Tell me," Alex said. "The gas is designed for standard alien life forms," Luna explained. "Aliens who live in clean, sterile environments. But look at us. We live on Earth." "What do you mean?" "Our atmosphere," Luna said. "Humans breathe in pollen, dust, car exhaust, smoke, and thousands of different germs every single day. Our immune systems are incredibly strong because we have to fight off new bugs every day. We evolved on a planet that is constantly trying to kill us. We are death worlders. This alien gas is just too weak for us. To our lungs, this gas is like a little bit of pepper spray. It is annoying, but it won't stop us." David Lee checked the medical reports coming in from hospitals. "Sir, hospitals are reporting people with mild coughs and sore throats. But that is it. 0 fatalities." Alex let out a long breath. He leaned back in his chair. "So, their superweapon is just an air freshener to us." "Basically," Luna said. High Speaker Zan was furious. He slammed his fist on the console again. "Use the main cannon," he yelled. "Forget the gas. Forget the soldiers. Destroy the planet. Turn the crust into lava." But as he gave the order, an alarm started to beep on the Vorg ship. "Sir. Problem in the engine room," the engineering officer shouted. "The damage they did to our shields earlier caused a feedback loop. The gravity traps from Earth hit our vent ports. We are leaking plasma. Fix it." Zan shouted. "I can't fix it from here," the officer cried. "The radiation is too high for the drones. I need a biological crew member to go in there and manually close the valves, or the engine will explode." Zan froze. If the engine exploded, the ship would be destroyed. He would die. He had no choice. "Open a channel to the Earth ship," he said. "I need to talk to Commander Park." Alex Park's face appeared on the Vorg screen. He looked calm. "High Speaker Zan," Alex said. "Are you done trying to poison us? We have some complaints about the air quality. It smells like bad mint." Zan's face turned red, but he swallowed his pride. "Listen to me, human. My ship is damaged. It is going to explode. If it explodes, the blast will destroy your moon and damage your planet." So Alex asked. "I need help," Zan admitted. These were the hardest words he had ever said. "I need engineers. I need someone to go into my engine room and fix the valves. Your gravity traps damaged them. I cannot let my crew go in there. Alex looked at Luna. Luna nodded. We can help, Alex said. But it will cost you. I will pay anything. Zan said. Gold. Technology. Planets. No, Alex said. We don't want your money. We want your ship. Zan was shocked. What? Our engineers are going to board your ship, Alex said. They are not going to ask for permission. They are going to fix your engine to save our moon, and then they are going to take your ship apart. We want your technology. We want your star charts. But, this is a Vorg warship. Zan cried. Not anymore, Alex said. It is ours now. Send us the coordinates for the airlock. We are sending a team. 20 minutes later, a small Earth shuttle docked with the massive Vorg ship. The airlock opened, and 3 humans walked in. They did not wear space armor. They wore simple blue jumpsuits. They carried toolboxes. They looked like mechanics. The leader of the team was Kevin Park. He was not a soldier. He was a welder. He was a large, strong man with a beard and a tattoo on his arm. Kevin walked down the hallway of the alien ship. Vorg soldiers stood on both sides, holding rifles. They were scared of him. They had just seen their strongest troops defeated by humans, so they were terrified of a human with a wrench. Kevin stopped in front of a tall Vorg soldier. The soldier pointed a gun at him. Move. The soldier said. Kevin looked at the gun, then at the soldier. Get out of my way, Kevin said. I have work to do. If that engine blows up, I miss my dinner. The soldier hesitated. He saw the look in Kevin's eyes. It was a look of pure annoyance. The soldier lowered his gun and stepped back. Kevin and his team walked to the engine room. It was hot and dangerous. Gas was leaking everywhere. Okay boys, Kevin said. Let's fix this pile of junk. They worked fast. They didn't use alien tools. They used hammers, wrenches, and human strength. They beat the valves into place. They welded the leaks shut. In 30 minutes, the engine was stable. High speaker Zan watched on the security camera. They saved the ship, he whispered. A group of primitive mechanics saved my ship. Kevin walked back to the bridge. He looked at Zan. It's fixed. Now, get out of the captain's chair. Zan stood up. He looked at the humans. They were small. They were soft. But they were the scariest thing he had ever met. The universe watched in astonishment. The humans had defeated the army, survived the poison, and now they were stealing the ship. They did not want to rule the galaxy. They just wanted to fix things and take them apart. We are taking the bridge now, Kevin said to his team. Luna wants the navigation computer. Don't scratch it. The bridge of the Great Vorg ship was quiet, but not the way it used to be. Before, it was quiet because high speakers and demanded respect. Now, it was quiet because the Vorg crew was terrified. They stood along the walls, their hands in the air. They watched as humans walked around their control panels. The humans did not wear armor. They did not carry guns. They carried tablets and coffee cups. High speaker Zan sat in his chair, but he did not act like a leader anymore. He looked small. His 4 eyes were focused on Kevin Park, the human welder who had just saved the engine room from exploding. Kevin was wiping grease off his hands with a rag. Kevin walked up to Zan. You are sitting in my chair, Kevin said simply. Zan jumped up immediately. I am sorry, Zan stammered. He moved away quickly. Kevin sat down and sighed. It is comfortable. Good leather. A bit hard, though. Alex Park and Luna Kim walked onto the bridge. They had come up from the Earth base using the Vorg's own elevator system. Alex looked around the room. It was high-tech and full of strange lights. Report, Alex said to Luna. Luna was tapping on the main computer screen. She had uploaded a translation program. I have control of the ship, Commander. I have also accessed their galactic stream. We are connected to the internet of the entire universe. Good, Alex said. He turned to high speaker Zan. The alien leader looked like he wanted the floor to open up and swallow him. Do you know why we won? Zan Alex asked. He did not shout. His voice was calm and friendly, which made it even scarier. Because, you have gravity weapons, Zan guessed. No, Alex said, we won because we didn't give up. The rest of the universe fights with scripts and rules. You have a script for conquering a planet. You threaten, you shoot, you gas, and you leave. But humans don't follow scripts. We adapt. We change the plan. We fight dirty if we have to. Alex walked to the large window. He looked down at the blue earth. It looked peaceful from up here. We are not like you, Alex continued. We are not perfect. We make mistakes. But we never stop. That is why you are afraid. I am not afraid, Zan whispered, but he was lying. You should be, Alex said. Because now, we are part of the galaxy. And we are bored. We need new things to explore. Luna typed something on the console. Commander, the Vorg ship has a database of star maps. It has thousands of planets. Trade routes. Mining locations. All of it is ours now. Download it all, Alex ordered. And send a message to the galactic stream. Luna nodded. Live. Yes, Alex said. Live. Let everyone hear. Luna pressed a button. A red light on the camera turned on. The whole universe was watching. Trillions of aliens were waiting to see if the humans would execute the Vorg leader or destroy the ship. Alex stood in front of the camera. He smoothed his uniform. People of the galaxy, Alex began. I am Commander Alex Park of Earth. Today, you saw us fight. You saw the Vorg collective try to destroy us. You saw us survive. We do not want to conquer you. We do not want to rule your worlds. We are happy with our blue planet. He paused for effect. However, Alex said, we are opening our borders. We are sharing our technology, and we are taking yours. The Vorg ship is now the property of Earth. We will learn how it works. We will build better ones. If you come in peace, we welcome you. We have food, music, and art. We have coffee. The humans in the bridge smiled at the mention of coffee. But, Alex's voice became hard. If you come to threaten us, if you come to take our home, remember what happened here. We are humans. We are crazy, we are stubborn, and we are very good at fighting. Do not test us again. Alex turned to Luna. Cut the feed. On billions of screens across the galaxy, the transmission ended. The silence that followed was heavy. The alien commentators did not know what to say. They had expected a monster. Instead, they found a neighbor who was very strong and very dangerous. Luna looked at high speaker Zan. What do we do with him, she asked. Alex looked at Zan. Zan was shaking. We are not killers, Alex said. Zan, you and your crew can take your small escape shuttles. Go back to your home planet. Tell them what happened here. Tell them to stay away from Sol system. But leave your uniforms and your weapons. We will keep those. Zan could not believe his ears. You are letting us go just like that? Just like that, Alex said. But go before I change my mind. The Vorg crew did not need to be told twice. They ran, they scrambled out of the bridge, pushing each other to get to the escape pods. Within 10 minutes, the Vorg ship was empty except for the human crew. Kevin Park, still sitting in the captain's chair, spun around. So, boss, he said to Alex. We have a giant spaceship. Now what? Alex looked at Luna. Luna, set a course for, well, nowhere yet. Keep us in orbit. We need to study this tech first. Already on it, Luna said. I am downloading the schematics. We are going to learn so much. David Lee, who had been monitoring the internet reaction, laughed. Sir, you should see the messages coming in. Other races are offering to trade. They want our medicine. They want our entertainment. They want to know how we stop the gas. Alex smiled. He walked over to the window again. He looked at the stars. The universe is watching us, Alex said quietly. They think we are the new big threat. But really, we are just curious. We want to see what is out there. Luna walked over and stood next to him. We did good, sir. We did great, Alex said. The Earth is safe. And tomorrow, we start building our own fleet. The story of Earth spread through the galaxy like wildfire. It became a legend. The legend of the Death World. The legend of the humans who fought with gravity, gas, and simple bullets. The aliens knew that from this day on, when they saw a human flag, they would be careful. They would not make them angry. But mostly, they would be astonished. High Speaker Zan sat in a tiny escape pod flying back to his home planet. He looked at the stars. He thought about Commander Alex Park. He thought about the welder with the wrench who told him to move. He realized that humans were not the strongest physically. They were not the smartest. But they had a spirit that could not be broken. On Earth, life returned to normal. The Vorg ship became a new satellite in the sky. People went to work, and children went to school. But they all looked up with a little bit more pride. They knew they belonged to the galaxy now. And in the command center of the Vorg ship, now the Earth ship, Alex Park picked up his coffee cup. It was finally empty. Luna, he said. Find a new channel on the Galactic stream. I want to see if there are any good movies out there. Luna laughed. I am sure we can find something, Commander. The ship stayed there, guarding the planet. The universe watched in astonishment, waiting to see what the humans would do next. But the humans were just happy to be alive.